It was this account on one of the paleo sites, Mark's Daily Apple, Mark Sisson's old site, but an account by this guy who talked about all the positive things that he saw when he went on a paleo diet. And one of the things that he said was, I became resistant to sunburn. And I was like,
Right,
that's
yeah, it does.
ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, right? So,
Hmm.
okay. I mean, I was extremely susceptible to sunburn. 45
Hmm.
minutes in the sun would make me a tomato.
Yeah.
It was a problem my entire childhood. So anyway, so I was out skiing in, I think, April, and it was a sunny day, and I hate sunscreen, so I hardly ever use it. And, I came back that day and I was like, huh, look, I didn't get a sunburn today. That's kind of interesting. And I didn't really think all that much of it.
Hmm.
Um,
So you're the type of person who would normally you go out skiing, it's sunny outside, but then you've also got the snow reflecting a lot of that light back to you, and you would get a like a wintertime sunburn.
yeah, I'd get a burn. And so, okay, well, that's interesting, but there's a lot of stuff going on, it doesn't really mean anything. So a couple of weeks, probably a month later, 3 or 4 weeks later, my now ex-wife and I, who was Colombian and had dark skin, went to an event outside in New York City and stood side by side in the sun for 2.5 hours, right?
Continuously.
Yeah. It was a barefoot running seminar led by this guy, Ted McDonald. So we were out there. Trees hadn't leafed out at this point. There was nowhere to stand. We were outside running up and down the sidewalks and everything. Um, Pretty good experiment, right? We had two people, one person susceptible to sunburn, one less susceptible to sunburn. And
And she was not. So at this point, you had cut out seed oils almost entirely, and she had not.
she had not, right? Um, so when we got home that evening, she looked at me and she said, "Look at me, I got a burn." And I
Where
looked,
was the burn?
it was on her face and her neck.
Okay. Yep. The places that were exposed all day.
Right, the places that were exposed. And I looked at myself and I said, I didn't get a burn. I was
Yeah, and
like,
yeah, I mean,
wait a minute here.
you're definitely light skinned. What's your background? What's your like ethnic background?
English, Irish, and German.
Yeah. So
Um, yeah,
exactly.
so no olive skin in my
Yeah. Yeah.
ancestry, sadly.